Everyone, I'm Luann Fortune with Saybrook University, the Department of Mind Body Medicine, and I welcome you to Mindful Moments. I'll be your guide today. And my theme for today is self-care. So I'm going to walk us through actually 3 different parts that are all tied together with this simple quote. Self-care means giving yourself permission to pause. So as you're coming into this space, first of all, I just invite you to turn off your phone, close your door, and adjust your lighting however you'd like. I'm starting standing up because the first part that I'm going to walk us through is a stretch. So where we are, if you're sitting or standing, I invite you at your own pace to begin to stretch your body. Yes, you've got a body. You might even look down and notice that you're connected to a torso. You might look up and notice that you're situated in a room. You might see that you can stretch your head, you can stretch your shoulder, you can stretch your arms up, you can stretch sideways, you can bend one way a little bit very gently, you can bend another way. And I invite you to continue to stretch at your own pace, standing up or sitting down, or perhaps you're lying down already. And I'm going to mention a few reminders about the importance of stretching, in particular while we are at computers all day long. But really, I've been doing this kind of work long enough to know that even before being at computers and on Zoom, sitting at a desk all day long has some hazards. So some tips for avoiding Zoom fatigue. Avoid multitasking. So with that, I invite you while you're stretching to pay attention to your stretching. And while you are working during your day, building breaks, and try to reduce all of the busyness that we can be surrounded by on our screen. If you haven't feng shuied your screen recently, you might consider clearing out some of those extra folders that you don't need any longer. Also consider, whenever possible, to read from a text and not your screen. You might actually have that book in your collection or that journal article next to you. And the next tip is to relax your shoulders at your workstation. So I might invite you to take this moment to stretch your shoulders a little bit more at your own pace. Breathing in and breathing out. One other tip is that when possible, maybe we don't use Zoom and we can do what we need to do by a phone call or even in an email. But when we are in Zoom, what even research is showing us is keeping our camera on and being engaged and using facial expressions to interact with this two-dimensional universe we have in front of us. The one I'm coming to you through will help keep us more authentic. When we're done with this too, if you're not up and moving around already, you might want to time yourself every 30 to 50 minutes, get up and move around. And then one of the very important things to consider are our eyes. So in the next part of this self-care, I'm going to invite you to visit your eyes. We have 10 exercises to reduce eye fatigue. And if your eyes are still open, and if you're standing, perhaps you want to take this time to sit where you'll be more stable, because some of these will involve closing your eyes. So the first exercise is to very slowly blink, open and close. And while you're doing that, focus on your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And you can do that for as long as you'd like. Some of the guides say up to 10 seconds. And when you're done blinking, take a good, generous breath in. And then with your palms in front of you, very gently place your hands over your eyes and leave your eyes open, allowing filtered light to come into your pupils. And allow yourself to take a generous breath in, pause, and breathe out. And you might take another breath in again. And when you're done with that, bring your hands together and ever so gently rub them together. And once again, place your hands gently over your eyes, but this time let your eyes go closed. Take a good breath in, pause, and let it go. And while you're doing that, you might notice the warmth, the heat from your hands, the outside of your eyes, generating warmth to the inside of your eyes. All the while as you're breathing in and breathing out. And take another good breath in. And as you let it go, gently move your palms away from your eyes, and with your very light fingertips and your eyes still closed, very gently touch your fingertips to your eyelids. And take a nice breath in and breathing out. Noticing the outside of your eyes touching the inside of your eyes. Another breath in. And then removing your hands from your eyes very gently. You can flutter your eyes open. And we'll do a few eye movements without moving the head. The first one is to roll your eyes around your sockets, rotating your pupils around. And while you're doing that, breathing in and breathing out. And the next one is to create figure eights with your eyes, moving your eyes up and around, and then the other direction. Around and up and around. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice generous breath in. And in the next movement, let your eyes go from the side to the other side. Rolling your pupils to the right and then over to the left of you. To the right, to the left. Breathing in and breathing out. And then rolling your eyes diagonally, looking up one side and the other. Up and down. And now reverse. To the other side. Up and down. And down. And take a good breath in and let it go. And then one last eye movement. Imagine you have little laser lights on the end of your pupil. that can write on the wall ahead of you. And for just this exercise, write the letter I, from bottom to top, and then from top to bottom. Breathing in and breathing out. And then I'm going to remind you, after this is all done, to look off into the distance. We become so myopic looking close up that every 20 minutes or so, look at something, gaze at something at least 20 feet away from you. But now, with your next breath in, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and to follow my words as we go inside. And with this, we'll take an inner pause. And these sounds that we're hearing in the background come from outside my home. I collected them just yesterday on the river Sanibel. And in that time, I was gazing out on the mangroves and listening to the sounds of nature. And as you go inside, allow yourself the spaciousness of your own version of the river Sanibel. Breathing in and breathing out. And in this spaciousness, allow yourself to put aside distractions from earlier, the busyness of the outside. And focus on your breathing in this warm and safe place. Breathing in and breathing out. And you might imagine yourself sitting on your own bank of your own river Sanibel, perhaps gently floating over the stream, perhaps nesting in the trees without feathered friends. And together we'll be here, pausing and breathing out. You might feel yourself being restored from this quietude. From this warmth of being one with nature. For spending time with our feathered friends. And mostly from breathing in, pausing, and breathing out. And wherever your mind's eye is taking you during this time, know it's a place you can come back to for restoration, for ease, for making space, for attending to your self-care. But now I invite you to begin to come back. Begin to come back to this two-dimensional space that we share. Gradually bring yourself to an awareness that in front of you there's a screen And when you're ready, begin to flutter your eyes open, breathing in and breathing out. As your eyes begin to open or refocus, you might acknowledge that you and the people gathered here in this shared space are in a meditative state. You might choose not to speak for now, or if you speak, to speak from your experience and not in ways that would pick others out of their own experience. Could we remain a while longer with a sense of presence to our own and others' experience? That would be a fruitful practice. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Luann Fortune. You've been at Mindful Moments, and I hope you can carry this with you throughout your day. Blessings.